I'm just so sick of misinformed politicians talking about early American history.
Good morning, friends. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaelyn. I'm a third-year PhD student in History and African American Studies at Yale and the founder of Accepted Consulting and Accepted Society. I am going to be taking you along for another week in my life. It is the second week of the spring term, and I figured I would mix it up today and actually start a to-do list week in my life. Every morning, I'm going to read out the to-do list that I have for the day. So let's crack open my new Golden Coil planner and let's see what we've got on our to-do list today. I have the olive leather Golden Coil planner, and what I love about Golden Coil is that you can fully customize it, and I use the daily layout. So it has the schedule on the left, and then it's got priorities and my to-do list on the right. I use the productivity method that was coined by Grace Beverly. So I have a couple of things that are what are known as quick ticks, so things that would get done pretty quickly, under 5 minutes. And then we've got tasks, which would take up to 30 minutes, and a project is gonna take more than 30 minutes. Today on the priorities list, we've got 1, post a TikTok or reel. So I need to post short form content every single day. We have a habit tracker with the team at Accepted. So that way we are creating content for the businesses and for our own personal brands, and then we're staying accountable to one another. 2, I need to take notes on 1 comprehensive exam lecture. 2, I need to not order any takeout today. I got my groceries in, and this week we are focusing on making some nice nutritious meals at home. 4, workout. I already did that this morning, so we can go ahead and check that one off right away. And then I need to do a little bit of course edits. So we just filmed the Accepted Consulting graduate admissions and college admissions courses, and I need to be making small bits of progress on those projects every single day, so that way we can launch it in March. My only quick tick for today is that I need to send out a notification email for the working group that I help organize. In terms of projects, I have a TikTok I need to do a little bit of research on, so that's going to take me about 15 minutes, I would expect. Then have projects. So I have quite a bit that I need to get done today. One thing I need to do is do some reading for the class that I'm helping teach this semester. I need to bring soup to a friend who has COVID. 4th, I need to send out a video for brand approval. I need to film the intro and outro for an upcoming video. So the first thing that I'm going to tackle for today is the email notification I need to send out for the working group. I've officially submitted the email and sent it out. I need to go ahead and forward it to the different departments, but that is officially checked off. And now it is time to focus on comprehensive exam prep. I am going through lectures as well as going through my reading notes. I'm trying to basically figure out what types of questions might come up on the exam by reviewing lectures that I have online for my committee members and trying to get a semblance of preparation for me to take this exam in March and hopefully pass. is now time for me to head to campus. It's a little dreary outside, and I have a meeting with one of my committee members to discuss comprehensive exams. I got one of the comprehensive exam lectures about 3/4 of the way done, so I'm not gonna check it off yet, but I did post a TikTok. So check that one off for today, and let's go head over to campus.
I just got out of my meeting and it's still raining outside, so I'm using my phone to record instead of my camera. But I had a very good talk with my committee member. I have a plan to prepare for comprehensive exams. We have mocks scheduled for the 20th, 2 weeks before the exam, which will hopefully be on March 6th if I can organize everybody's schedules around meeting in the same place at the same time. We're almost there, guys. I am on the verge of taking comprehensive exams. All right, I look ridiculous, but I am dry and I'm warm. And I'm heading back to the AFAM department for my prospectus colloquium. And it is dark, it is cold, and it is wet. And I read through the prospectus that we were meant to read, and feeling a little intimidated, but trying to remember that when we read things for class, that they're in their final stage, their final product, and that it's not expected from my prospectus to be at that stage while it is still very much a draft. So I'm going to go to class and see my advisor and my classmates and have a lovely evening.
I am home from the prospectus colloquium. Had a really good meeting. We talked about one of the successful prospectus drafts that were submitted to the AFAM department. It's an incredibly intimidating looking draft because it's brilliant and it is now an award-winning book. And I am back home. I am so tired. It's like 7:30. However, I feel really inspired by today's class, and I just want to pop open my prospectus draft and rework a little bit of it. I have some ideas that I don't want to forget about, so I'm gonna go ahead and write them down, and then I have some video edits I need to do, and then I'm gonna try to go to bed at a reasonable hour so I can be ready to get up and go to lecture tomorrow. I got through the class readings I needed to do today, so that's another thing off of the to-do list, and now it's time to edit the YouTube videos that remain on the list and do a little bit of research for that TikTok I talked about. My best study hack is at the beginning of the week, make chocolate chip cookie dough, stick it in your fridge, and then bake it one at a time when you're studying at night as a little treat, a little snack to keep you going, to keep you motivated. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my daily dose of sugar, my daily cookie. I have redone the outline for my prospectus, and I'm working on some edits for a YouTube video. I joined the live group study session for Acceptance Society, but it just ended. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on Zoom with Madison and potentially Katie. So that way I can continue getting my work done because we are not quite there yet.
I did not get any footage this morning because I was making a TikTok in response to Congressman DeSantis's just absolutely misinformed claims that anti-slavery sentiment did not begin until after the American Revolution and the Declaration of Independence, which is just factually incorrect. And so I made some content about it and spent my entire morning doing that. And now I'm heading off to class. I have lecture this morning, and then I'll probably eat at Commons or something. And then I have the class that I'm auditing this afternoon. So I did not have the most structured morning of my life, but I'm really glad that I put that content out there because it was driving me up the wall. So I'm just so sick of misinformed politicians talking about early American history. So it had to be done. I just got out of class and grabbed some lunch at G&Z, and now I am heading over to the lecture hall for the class that I'm auditing, and remembered that I completely neglected to actually go over my to-do list for today. So on the to-do list I need to post some short form content, which I've already done. I need to take notes on my comprehensive exam lecture. I need to take notes for the readings for class and plan my lesson for section tomorrow. What else do I need to do? I need to do some course edits. I need to film a video for YouTube. I also need to edit said video for YouTube. And there's 2 more things. I'll have everything in this little box right here, but I am heading over to the lecture hall. It's very windy, it's very cold, but it's not raining today, so it's a good day. Just got out of class. I had such a nice talk with Kaelyn Roberts right before the class. We were talking about different forms of academic scholarship and what we value in scholarship today, and just the tenure process. And it's something that I think about a lot in relation to whether or not I want to pursue an academic career. And as somebody who's very invested in digital media and creating resources for people to learn more about history through videos and films, I am just not sure if academia is going to be right for me, but she had some really good advice, and she was just so kind. She's so generous with her time, and I'm so glad that I get to audit her class because it's really just so wonderful. And today we were talking about biological difference or early understandings of difference, and she's just such a beautiful lecturer. But I'm gonna go home now. Got a lot of reading to do, and it's freezing. Hello. Done for the evening. I have looked at all my students' responses for tomorrow, taken some notes. I think we'll have plenty to talk about during tomorrow's section, but I did not accomplish everything on my to-do list today. I posted my reel. I did not order takeout. I did my readings for class. I did technically film the app video, however, I hated the footage. It just looked terrible, so I'm going to re-record it tomorrow. So I'm gonna technically say that that's checked off, however, we're gonna have to redo it. But we've got a mighty fine
day ahead of us tomorrow because it's going to be a very busy one. I will have class in the afternoon, but I have quite a bit I need to get done before then. So we've got a jam-packed to-do list, jam-packed schedule. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna go to bed. I have it on my habit tracker that I'm supposed to be in bed by 11 every night. And there has not been a single night this week, or last week for that matter, except for the one night that I went to bed early, that I do not go to bed before 11:30, and I have not gone to sleep before midnight. So I feel like I should adjust my expectations because there's just too much to get done in a day. But my comprehensive exam date has been confirmed. I got the confirmation email from my committee, so I just need to hustle until March 6th, and then I can kind of coast. I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you all in the morning. It is now Wednesday, and the to-do list is thick today, friends. So let's go through it. We've got working out, which is done. I need to get through 2 comps lectures. I need to not order takeout, which should not be a problem because I pre-cooked a bunch of stuff yesterday. So I have food for lunch, dinner, and then lunch tomorrow, and then I have a dinner that's actually being catered because I'm going to an event. I need to post some short form content, need to do course edits, haven't done any of that this week. Conference papers, I need to read those for the conference that's going on tomorrow. I need to refilm the app video, which I already did. I need to edit the app video. I have to fill out a questionnaire for some branding things that I'm doing, and then I need to reschedule my meeting for 16th, which I'm like half of the way done. It's a long list, but I think it's manageable. I think we're gonna make it through. So I am gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna co-work with my boyfriend for a little while, and then I have a call with a student at 12:30, and then go to class and teach. So let's go have a wonderful Wednesday, everybody. I just got done teaching. It was a really good session. I'm just continuously impressed by the students here and their ability to grapple with these conversations. And I am now very, very cold, and I'm heading home, and I'm going to heat up some dinner and get some reading done and prep for comps. But it's been a good day. Got a lot done so far, and I am really enjoying teaching. I feel like this is my semester. I feel like I'm hitting my stride. So it's just cool. Is that so? Hey, do you want to go outside? Yeah? Do you want to go for a walk? Good morning, friends. Today is now Thursday. This week is just absolutely flying on by. I got home from teaching last night and was just so fried because I did so much prep for that seminar or that section meeting. I really commend anybody that works in education and teaches, because lesson planning and trying to keep the conversation going and trying to see what directions to take it, it's just an entirely different set of skills. And I used to coach as an athletics coach, but this is an entirely different ballgame. And I am really enjoying getting to know the students and getting to know what they're interested in and how it is that they're working with the material. This class is a lot more in depth than the class that I did last semester because I know the material a bit better than the stuff that I was teaching last semester. I just feel like there's so much I want to convey in terms of context. But it was a very good day. However, it was not a terribly productive day. So this is the to-do list from yesterday, and these are the things that I actually got done. And this is the to-do list for today. It's a lot shorter, as you can see. So I have a comps lecture that I need to take notes on. I need to post a short form video. I need to work on a primary source guide. The students are writing a paper about a primary source for class, and it's due next week. And some of the students have asked how to go about a primary source analysis. So I was gonna go ahead and talk to the professor today and see if I could pull together a primary source guide. And I actually think that'd be a cool video, is how to approach writing a primary source reflection or primary source analysis. And then I have the conference papers that we are going to be discussing tomorrow, so I need to go ahead and read those today. So it's a little bit shorter of a to-do list, but all these things take a significant amount of time. I'm about to head over to campus for the AFAM lecture, and then I'm gonna grab lunch with my co-TF and then head over to the sickness and health lecture with Kaelyn Roberts. And then I'm gonna come home, get a little bit of work done, and then I'm gonna go to the conference introduction, and then there's a networking dinner. So it's going to be a busy day, but I'm gonna take you along. I am very excited to be over on campus today because it is nice and sunny, and the sky is mostly clear of clouds, which after yesterday, which was so gloomy, I'm so happy. So let's go to campus. Got out of class and having lunch with my co-TF, and we went to the Commons and had a nice little conversation. I got a copy of Generations of Captivity by Ira Berlin, and now I'm hustling on over to the science building for Carolyn's class. Lunch ran a little longer because we were having a nice conversation, but now I gotta get over to class, secure my seat, and enjoy the incredible lecturing that Kaelyn does every week. A nap. I have written up the primary source analysis guide for my students and sent it off to my advisor for approval. He's going to send me back edits tomorrow, but both he and I have a conference that I'm actually heading to right now, and we have the Considering Sexuality and the History of Slavery conference. There's a couple of different professors coming from Johns Hopkins and Brown, and there's a couple of papers that we're going to be discussing. So I have copies of the papers, and
we'll be doing workshops tomorrow. But today, the plan is to meet everybody, meet the panelists, and go to dinner and network. And it's been a very long day, but it's been a really good day. So I was just saying that, like, this semester just feels different. I think it's partially in the knowing that I'm leaving soon, but also I just think this is one of the most chaotic stages of the PhD, being in your third year, preparing to advance to candidacy. But it also so happens to be one of the most exciting parts, because you're right on the verge of getting to actually go do your research, and all these ideas are percolating, and you get to be around students and teaching, and it's just a really exciting time. So chaotic, but I'm liking it. Good morning, friends. It's Friday. I am so tired. I was up so late reading Lamont's paper on the Portuguese Inquisition in Brazil. I'm gonna put a little trigger warning here, because most of what the topics we're gonna be discussing today in this symposium are related to sexual violence and slavery, and the conference is about considering sexuality within the history of Atlantic slavery. So if it's a topic that you would not like to hear about, that's perfectly fine. Click out of the video. But Lamont's paper is on sexual violence and the Portuguese Inquisition, specifically cases brought forth by enslaved men who had experienced sexual assault, and that they're basically going to these Catholic priests that are involved in the Inquisition and sharing their testimony in order to claim sodomy cases against their enslavers. And it's just a really, really fascinating paper, because the legal context is quite different. One, because it's religiously focused on the Catholic Church. And two, what I find interesting about it is that testimony, even given by women in the Anglophone world or the antebellum United States, don't typically share such detail in their testimony, whereas these cases are quite explicit. It's a very different context, and I'm interested to see how the papers go. But I'm heading over to Atticus. I'm just gonna sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and get a little bit of work done. I've got about 45 minutes until the event starts, so I'll check in with you all later.